In this video, I want to go over how to flip cards, the strategy I use to flip cards, which items I think are the best to flip, and plenty of other tips for making lots of stubs off of flipping. And with the return of the Legends and Flashback collections, plus if you need to get the Live Series collections done, you're going to need a lot of stubs, so you've come to the right spot because flipping cards has consistently been the best stub making method for me for years. So after this, I think you'll be equipped to make as many stubs as you want. And if you find anything I go over helpful, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. So before I go over everything there is to know about flipping, I just want to make this suggestion of flipping cards on the MLB The Show companion app. This entire process of flipping and also just navigating the market, in my opinion, is so much easier. Plus, you could be flipping cards from wherever you are. You don't need to be on your console. Let's first start with the very basics of flipping, and then we'll build our way up to how you could be making a significant amount of stubs. But basically with flipping, you are buying low on cards and selling high. And there's a couple important things to know what to look for. So the first thing are the margins, aka the differentials in like the buy now and the sell now prices. Plus, I also think you should look for cards that have orders that go through pretty quickly. And with the differentials in buy now and sell now prices, you basically want a bigger gap between them. The bigger the better, just because there's more room for profit when you are flipping. And the margins on cards earlier in the year, like I'm showing you in the video, will be smaller, but as we get more content and cards coming into the game, that will help with the market and give us just better margins. So just give it some time and margins will improve. But basically, let's show you Sammy Sosa here, give you guys an example of a flip. So basically what you want to do is start off with a buy order, right? So what you're going to do is put in a buy order of 5, in this case, 5,029. You're one-upping whatever the sell now price is. So we will put that buy order in and just see if we can complete the flip for you guys right here. But basically, you know, you're going to wait for that to go through. When someone pushes sell now on that card, your order will then go through. Let's say it just does. Doesn't look like, I don't know. I'm trying to see if we're going to be able to get a quick flip right here, but not looking like the card is going to go through. So we'll just go ahead and, yeah, someone one-upped us. So we'll go ahead and cancel it. And let's just say we got the card, right? So that card is ours. Then we put in a sell order of, in this case, 6,170. We're basically undercutting whatever the buy now price is. So then our order is on top. So then when someone does buy now on the card, that sell order of ours will go through. And basically there's a 10% tax on all items sold. So we sold this item for 6,100. We will receive, as it says right there, 5,553 stubs. And that completes the flip. And as we see, we sold it for 5,500. We put in a buy order of about 5,000. So we ended up getting 500 off of that flip. But let's quickly look at some of the items I've been flipping recently. So like this Tyler O'Neill, bought for 11,000, sold for 13,500. That does not include the tax though. So if we subtract off 10%, you know, that's 1,300 off of that. And we got, you know, 1,200 stubs for that one flip. And then as you can see, you know, we have a bunch in here, but like this Willy Adames right here, you know, 700-800 off of that one. If my math is correct, we take off the 10% off the sale right there. So pretty good. And as you can see, you know, we have a ton of different flips in here, making probably about, I would say, between 300 or 400 and 1,000 per flip for the most part, you know, and these are going through relatively quickly. And later in the video, I will give my full breakdown for what I think the best items are to flip. But for those of you without much experience flipping cards, it's important to know that when you begin flipping, you'll realize people will start one-upping your buy and sell orders, you know, and you'll realize that your orders might not go through right away either. So this is completely normal. And this is just how the market works. Other people are going to be trying to flip or buy cards as well. So it's very important to monitor your buy and sell orders. And if you are trying to quick flip cards, it's very important to know that if your card orders are not going through, every once in a while, I will go back through my orders, cancel the ones that have not gone through, and put in a new order so that mine is back on top and it will go through when someone buys or sells the card next. And I think this part of flipping is honestly what keeps most people away from the entire flipping process because it can get very tedious. However, the reward to flipping can be so great that I definitely recommend just doing it a few days, see the results you get, see how many stubs you make, and decide whether flipping is for you. Once you get experience with flipping and get pretty good at it, I would start flipping multiple cards at the same time or have multiple orders in for the same card if you have a specific card you like to flip. And this is really how you're going to make the big chunks of stubs when you have multiple orders going through. Some orders are not going to go through right away though, right? So having orders in for multiple different cards just gives you better odds for some of these orders to go through right away, and you aren't just sitting there staring at your screen hoping that the one buy order you have goes through. And as you see some of these buy orders go through, you can start putting in the sell orders while also going back and canceling and updating the buy orders on some of the other cards that have not gone through yet. And so that's essentially what I'm doing when I'm flipping. I'm always kind of doing something, whether it's going back and putting in new buy orders, putting in, other sell orders, whatever it is. And once again, I would just want to mention this entire process is way better on the companion app. So I would definitely download it and use that to flip. Now let's go over the items I suggest flipping. Now personally, I really like flipping diamond player cards because typically I can make a pretty good profit off of each flip. Plus, most diamond cards will have orders that go through fairly quick. Now, the more recent the diamond player card has been released, typically the quicker these cards will have orders go through as well. So this is something else that I would suggest you guys think about when deciding which cards to flip. And I usually just stay away from trying to flip live series diamond cards though, because typically the margins are just not there, so I don't think it's worth my time to flip those. And then talking about other items, what there is to know about equipment are the margins are going to be good. However, the orders will be going through very slowly. So, try it out, see if you like it. Personally, I don't use it a lot just because I don't love the fact that the orders go through so slow. But again, the margins are there, so you can try it if you want. And then, as you can see, as we scroll through here, so many of these have really good margins. But talking about other items, though, there's like sponsorships, which is somewhat similar to equipment where margins are pretty good. However, the orders will be going through slow. Again, give it a try if you want, or you don't have to. Stadiums just are not worth flipping. And then there is finally some unlockable. So jerseys, stadium sounds and banners and things. So some of these are worth flipping, some aren't. But as you guys can see here, this one right here, pretty good opportunity in terms of just overall margin. So again, you could try these. They'll be similar to equipment too, where orders will be going through slow, but give it a try if you want. But I pretty much just focused on flipping the diamond player cards. So if you guys just want to follow that too and just flip diamond player cards, that works too, and it works very well. For those of you that made it to this point in the video though, I want to give you a good resource you can use to help you find good cards to flip, which is on showzone.gg. Basically on their website, they have a bunch of helpful tools, and there's a tab you can see all the best cards you can currently flip based on where the market currently is. So if you're looking for what items, inspiration for items to flip, that's always a good spot to check too. So hopefully you guys can make some stubs off of everything I went over in this video. New collection rewards will be dropping all throughout the year, so having a nice little stack of stubs for that, but also for other players you might want to buy throughout the year, is always necessary. But drop any comments or questions down below in the comment section. That's all I got for this one. Appreciate you guys for watching. See you next time. Peace.